It's just a different time now. And the unfortunate thing, I used to have a profound respect for those in my field. I've lost that respect for a lot of them. Very few that I have that respect for.
Because?
Just because the lack of integrity, the lack of professionalism, and the way they do things. It's just something that when you read that book, you'll understand why I am the way I am. And it goes back to the situation that we had on Gil's thing. It wasn't me trying to be a certain way towards Stephen A. You know, I would never do that.
Right.
What it was about was I was raised in a community to where that energy we had to navigate through every day. It ain't about me being tough, because I'm for peace, right?
Same here.
And so I never bring that to anybody. And so when I look at today's landscape, I just don't see the polishing that I got in my community by wherever I went, somebody was sharpening my knife.
You don't see that in your industry?
No, because nobody did it to me. No black agents came to me and said, Rich, let me help you, let me show you, let me help you understand. What they did was they went into families and talked bad about me. Oh, he's just a kid, he's just LeBron's friend, et cetera, et cetera. When LeBron's done, he's gonna be done, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm shocked to hear you say that, because
I didn't expect that.
I got you.
Well, that's the fact.
I got you. Okay.
There's no gray with me, there's black and white.
All right.
And so I definitely wasn't gonna get it from the establishment. So, but I also grew up in a time where I didn't expect you to do nothing for me either. I didn't have that expectation, so it didn't hurt me at all. I was gonna go no matter what, because that's how I was raised. I'm not gonna do unto others what was done to me. Right. I pay it forward. So I'm giving the game away. In that book, I'm giving the game away to anybody that's aspiring to be whatever they want to be. I've always been the smallest guy in the room, willing to take the biggest swing.
Some of his biggest swings have been for his biggest client, LeBron James. Paul negotiated his jumps from Miami to Cleveland to LA, deals that netted James $400 million and set him up to win 2 of his 4 championships. He told us he works to give players leverage.
Some people say that you're destroying the player loyalty to the teams and their fans.
Player loyalty to what? If I could be traded in the middle of the night to another team, what I should be is educating myself to where if this isn't going the way I thought it was supposed to go, I can switch up. What's the sense of having money with no options?
That's apparently how superstar Anthony Davis felt in 2018. The New Orleans center had a $127 million contract, but was tired of losing. So he fired his agent and hired Rich Paul. Paul flouted NBA rules by publicly demanding a trade, earning the wrath of fans and a $50,000 fine for Davis. The drama landed Paul on the cover of Sports Illustrated, which called him the most polarizing figure in the NBA.
When it was someone that didn't look like me, it was genius. It was why you get a power agent. But when it's me, I'm destroying the league. I mean, those things are absurd.
He got Davis what he wanted, a championship ring, and a deal now worth $270 million.
There's a saying that goes, if you don't got no haters, you ain't popping.
When James entered the NBA, he hired Rich Paul as a right-hand man. Paul went on to work for LeBron's agent and watched, listened, and learned.
I understand that you would go into meetings with the likes of Warren Buffett.
Being in those rooms is much better to listen than to talk. If you listen, you might actually learn something, and you start to kind of, work your way on your own.
In 2013, with his first negotiation as agent for Phoenix Suns guard Eric Bledsoe, he proved the naysayers wrong. He said the Suns had offered $28 million.
And then $48 million.
And you turned it down?
Yeah.
But what was on the line?
My career. Everyone was calling and saying, he's crazy, he don't know what he's doing, he's inexperienced.
It sounds like you are really comfortable rolling the dice.
His gamble paid off. After hanging tough for a year, Klutch got Bledsoe a $70 million deal, $42 million more than the Suns' first offer.
Great room.
Today, Klutch has 70 employees with offices in Los Angeles, New York, and Atlanta.